Boys and girls, it's on. This is how we're feeling tonight. Because we got 5th level characters, because we got a TPK last week because we suck, and we let a 12-year-old boy carry the fucking torch. All right? As Tim so eloquently put it. Don't be a retard.
14.
He was 12, 14. You don't let the boy carry the torch. So we rolled up better characters. This is a new Shadowdark game. It's not a, jumping off from the last, stepping over our former PC's corpses and all that. We are 5th level, and we brought in some reinforcements here with Vance up there in the right corner. All right? So, hello, everybody. Here the hell we are. Ready to go? Looking forward to this? Think we'll live? Tim is muted. Thank God. That way he can't be, talking shit about how shitty we are. All right. All right. Ken, what do you have going on tonight, man? Let's intro our new characters. Then we'll get to the cool thing of the week. Let her rip, Ken.
I am Draymont Diggenheimer, Dwarven Cleric.
Digging that. All right. Anything notable about him you want to let us know about? Any cool gear, magic items, anything you can pull out of your hat, or you want to surprise them later?
I have a Rod of Resurrection.
All right. Nice.
And an artifact.
And an artifact. Oh, he's going to share it. He's not exactly going to tell us what the artifact is.
Pull it out the Rod of Resurrection is the artifact.
Oh, okay. All right. Vance, what do you got going on?
I have Threnar, the elven wizard. There he's the clumsiest elf that's
Pansy
been rolled up recently. He's damn good looking.
High charisma, low brains. Yeah. That's the kind of caster we want for magic missiles and fireballs.
Absolutely.
And magic items be named at a later time.
All right. Cool. All right, Paul, what you got going on, man?
I got Eleanor Digby. She is
Love
a
it.
witch.
Little Beatles reference there for.
She keeps her face in a jar too.
Sure, yeah. She is. She's got an odd background. She is a barbarian elf.
Nice.
And so she has left her tribe to go journey, and she's just wild, man.
And
elf out in the world, out in Shadowdark there.
And Paul, like I said before, you can describe her however you want, but in my head, if you say barbarian witch elf, all I'm thinking is that witch that Conan Barbarian screwed. Remember the tent, and he threw him into the fire and kicked her ass. So that's the hotness level. So you'll pardon me, is the more I smoke and puff a little and drink a little, I might start hitting on you. All right, because
hitting on him or his character.
Well, is there a blurred line there? I mean, it's
Let's what your character's going to find out really quick. Then what my magic items are.
The castration devices that the witch has. And I am playing. I wanted a maximum freaking survivability here, so I'm playing in a long tradition of naming my dwarven fighter types after 70s detectives, Kojak being the first. Now we have Columbo the dwarf. All right. And the cool thing about Columbo, and this I'll get into in a bit, was that I rolled like a god. All right. By the time we were all done with the dwarven bonuses and all that shit, and I rolled great on my my two, everything. You get a 3rd and 5th level, you get 2 rolls on that cool table. I ended up having, this is my cool thing of the week, so I'm combining the stories. I ended up having an 18 strength, an 18 dex, an 18 con, 10 int, 12 wisdom, and 12 charisma, rocking 27 hit points, got a couple of potions of healing, got some Molotov cocktails, and a ring AC +1. But the best thing is I broke the Shadowdark character sheet, because with all that bullshit going on there, I ended up with 24 slots, and the Shadowdark Roll20 character sheet only has 20. So, yes. I think we're all using the Shadowdark character sheet now, so be able to see our rolls and little things like that.
Yeah, that'll be kind of cool to see how that works this time around and everything. So
that's my cool thing of the week. Tim, what's your cool thing of the week? What do you got going on?
I guess setting this up. I don't know. I will see, because I'm trying to prepare a 5th level adventure and I say prepare in like air quotes. Is going to be kind of interesting to see how I adjust to because 5th level is like pretty powerful in Shadowdark.
It is. Yeah. Slouch.
So just seeing how it plays mid-level like that, it's going to be kind of fun to check out and everything. So, yeah. So I guess I got to use this as my cool thing of the week is gaming with you guys.
Yeah, and we have at least 12 to 15 oils, so we will not run out of light this time, nor will we hire a 12-year-old kid to carry the goddamn lantern. So, all right, Ken, what's your cool thing of the week?
This
our game.
This,
nice.
Yeah, they haven't had been kind of quiet this week, so
all right, that's good. That's good. It's kind of fun, huh? I mean, I'm generally used to be against Monday games because fuck Mondays, right? But it kind of makes Monday into a decent day now. You know,
it does.
Kind of a good thing.
It's I like it.
Yeah.
We used to do Monday nights all the time before, I think, didn't we, Ken?
We did.
That was our usually.
Oh, you guys, yeah.
Yeah, I think we did too. I think that's
You
generally
did.
when I run my games was always Monday nights. Just I think to take the edge off the shitty weekend ending.
You know what's coming, right?
Starting. Yeah. It's like,
yeah. Vance, what's your cool thing of the week, man?
Oh, geez.
Put him on the spot.
Yeah. I know.
Shall we circle back
this week? I don't have another game. I mean, I'm going to Vegas next week for a conference. So there's
nice.
Well, right. There you go.
Yeah.
Bonus. Yeah.
Good
deal. Oh, what you got?
Well, I just got back from the North Texas RPG Con.
Nice.
So that was awesome. And I came home to find a box of goodies on my doorstep.
What do you got? Let's hold it up here. I will solo lay out you.
Yes.
From the fine people over at Topics Media Lab, I seem to be on some sort of list of some kind.
Nice.
They've sent me a couple of things from them that I didn't ask for, but they wanted to give it to me anyway. So I said, sure, I'll take that. And so I'm doing some giveaways over on my channel if anybody's interested.
Oh, sweet, Paul. Are those just the ones like review copies or something, Paul?
Yeah, I have. In fact, I just got the new more, and I don't have it down here, unfortunately, but it's more random tables because they have a random tables, and they just came out with more random tables. And this has been out for probably 6 months to a year, something like that. But several resources they've given me, and I'm going to give them away over on the channel.
Nice. Tonight or on another show?
I have some videos coming out soon that I'll do some giveaways.
Sweet.
Oh, that's really cool. Good.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Giving back to the community.
That's right.
All right. So, Tim, what do you have for us? Instant death or?
I'm going to ease you into the death. I mean, it's
slow-mo.
It's death isn't fun unless you have hope somewhere along the line. The hope has to be there to really make it. If I just kill you outright, that's kind of boring.
You got to build the enthusiasm.
Hope. That slight scent of maybe a possible success, then it makes it much more satisfying.
Yeah. You chuckled all week, didn't you? After last week's TPK, you just kept chuckling. I know.
Not too bad. So what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to start off at Hound's Head, and pretty much most of you are familiar with it and everything.
All right.
So
start showing the screen here. I will present.
Showing the screen if you could, Joe.
All right. And we have boom. You brought back the old map. I like it.
Yeah. So what this one does, guys, if you can see, there's so many buildings, and on the sides you can find what number each thing is, kind of what they offer. You guys have been here before, so you kind of know all this basic information. So it's right there, so you can see it and that. And you guys are down to the very south. You see the party pog, the celebratory party pog.
Mm-hmm.
And what you guys have the last few days has been, there's been a lot of people coming through Hound's Head lately. You guys have been camping out there because the Angry Priest Inn has very few rooms, and they've been filled up. And then the number 6, that's the Temple of Pausanias, and it's been pretty full with a lot of adventurers coming back wounded lately, but none of them quite are experienced as you. You got a lot of low-level guys coming through. You can tell, and you just see, that the trees in the Komor Forest are getting larger because they're being fed well these days.
The blood of adventurers.
With the blood of the adventurers, yes. But Ivanov has requested an audience with you guys. He sent a messenger very early in the morning, and he's the leader of Hound's Head. And generally, he's definitely very friendly to adventurers, and he likes you guys. He has always kind of if you needed something or if you've had a successful trip, he's always made sure to celebrate what you've done, and he always wants to hear what you've encountered and all the things that you've done. So he kind of does that with a lot of people, but since you guys have been around longer, he feels better sharing a beer with you because he can actually learn your name and know it won't need to be so put it on a wall somewhere as a memorial. Yeah. So it's first thing in the morning, and you see number 4 is where Ivanov is. So you guys can do whatever you want. It's morning. You didn't see any specify any time. If you guys, you see in general, the whole place is kind of lively. There's a lot of people coming through. Where you guys are at, down there at the bottom, a lot of people coming up from Scorn. What is that, Joe? 2 steps.
What's that? Yeah, I like my background music. I gotta have my background music, man.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So you see a bunch of people coming up from Scorn. Most of them look like some small time traders or craftsmen that are coming through, and you see a small caravan of miners, not the young ones, but the ones with pickaxes and shovels coming through, and they have their wagons. They have these really heavy, sturdy wagons and these massive horses they're dragging these things. But right now, they're all empty. But you see about 15 different empty carts coming through here, and one cart that's an actually armored cart coming through. But that's nothing new. These are the guys that are coming through to go to Gorgon's Keep or Gorgon's Craig's up there, and they mine the land in very hostile situations and stuff. So
okay.
So that's kind of what the feature things that you see. So where would you guys like to go?
Well, Ivanov, I mean, he had something he wanted to talk to us about, he said, right? But we can't move the token, or at least I can't, put it that way. I think you got to give us control over it down there.
That's weird. It's the same one from before, but I will share it.
You want to show the party? Is this Ken's party pog that he's been passing around forever?
Party pog, yep.
Is that this one? Make it bigger, Tim. Like drag it big so that people can see. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, I can do you want me to make it movable or?
They're both. I mean, I can't move it, but.
I'll even name it Party Pog. Yeah.
This Party Pog is made into my game, Rob's game, Tim's game, and it was Ken's original Party Pog.
Yeah, Ken made it up. Gosh, what was it for your mop port?
Yeah, that was like 6
there it
years
is
ago, at least.
There it is. There's the Party Pog, boys and girls.
Party Pog. Yep, you guys can move it. Okay, all right.
Nice. Yeah, I can move it there. So we are converging with our disco ball upon Ivanov right now.
All right. So your massive party is at Ivanov's.
I'm going to give it a Party Pog.
Hold on. Let me just squeeze it down to the right size there. There we go.
I'm going to give
you guys
million hit points at a Party Pog.
1,000,000 hit points. All right. And as you guys approach Ivanov's, you see that there's 2 people kind of waiting in front of his door.
Mm-hmm.
One looks like an older guy. He's got kind of the simple robes on, kind of what do we call it? Not burlap, but maybe like some hemp robes and whatnot. And the other guy is heavily armored. Basically, he looks like a goon, real big guy. You can tell by looking at him that his brain cells kind of fight over who's going to think today. And he's got a pretty good size axe on his back. It's definitely seen some action, a lot of scarring, hasn't cleaned the blade at all. So there's a lot of gooey blood on it. And they seem to be waiting in front of the door.
Walk up, and you here to see Ivanov as well?
The old guy looks at you and, yeah, a dwarf, huh? Yeah, we're here to see Ivanov. Yeah.
I look back at my group.
Well, yeah, you got quite the party there. You guys look pretty capable. Because I know, let's see, that's Eleanor. Yeah, I've heard about Eleanor. Yeah, witch from Scorn or something like that, right?
Yes, that's right.
Okay. Would you guys be up for hire? I've got an issue.
Read of the Raven goes.
We need to talk to Ivanov first.
Yeah, I've knocked a couple times. Doesn't seem like anybody's answering yet. So, guess he's still waking up. I don't know. He knocks on the door again, and usually Ivanov has his door open, and he's usually sitting outside with Blake. And you guys don't see Blake, but you see that there's smoke coming out of Blake's chimney over there to the south.
Is the door locked? I said, let me see if the door is locked. I'll walk on up and knock loudly like a dwarf can.
Okay.
Any answer after normal time?
No answer this time.
Yell out. Is the door locked? I guess first question.
You check the door and it pops open.
Pops open. I'll crack it, an inch, and yell, Ivanov, you around?
And you've been in his place before. You've seen the inside. It's basically a very simple 1-room cabin. It's got a bigger loft than it's kind of almost got like a second floor. You can still kind of get up for the staircase and everything.
Yeah.
You see the fires going, and you see that Ivan looks like he ate breakfast already, but there doesn't seem to be here.
So there's no hiding. There's no other rooms you could be in. It's just not here.
He could be up in the loft.
Okay, I'll stand.
The loft.
I'll go into the place just so I can see up at the loft. And hey, can I see him or yell up there?
You'd have to go up the stairs.
All right, I'll walk up the stairs then. Wait here. I know Ivanov.
Well, they all do. All you guys do.
Oh, okay.
So you go upstairs and you don't see anything. You can see that he's very precise with his. He's made his military style pretty much. Everything's cut clean and organized.
He's not here. Maybe Blake knows where he's at. Why don't we go talk to him?
Well, I'm gonna go with you then. And kind of like shrugs, and he kind of peeks his head in right before you close the door.
Yeah. Is there any locking mechanism that I know of?
You look at it, and it doesn't look like there's any locking mechanism.
Oh, well, I'll leave it shut. If he doesn't want to lock it, I won't lock it.
Yeah.
Leave it shut. Make sure nobody's. I'm the last man out, and walk over to Blake's.
Okay. You walk over to Blake's, and you see Red laying in front of the door, lounged out. You guys know Red. He's this like 7-foot long dog. Basically, he's the equivalent of like an Irish wolfhound. So, he's just kind of lounging in the morning sun, looks fed. The door's partially open, and he just kind of looks up at you guys, but he just kind of lays his head back down.
Red, I'll scratch me on the ears if I know that. At least as long as I know that won't. Yeah, he won't bite my arm off.
Yeah, when you do it, he kind of does it.
Who doesn't do that? I do that when I'm in real life.
Yeah, well,
scratch me behind the ears. My leg starts going, involuntarily.
So, but you do hear people talking inside of Blake's cabin.
I knock on the door politely,
and you hear Ivanov goes like, I forget what you got. Kojak, is that you?
No. It's Kojak's second cousin.
Oh, right, Columbo. Okay, come in here, Columbo. Did you bring the rest of your party with you?
I did, and a couple other people are here as well. I don't know They said they were looking for you as well.
And you see Ivanov step out, and he's a good 7 feet tall, massive dude. And he kind of looks at them, and he goes, "Did I have an appointment with you today?" And he's like, and the other guy goes, "No, no, no." He goes, "Go away. I'm busy today. I'll see you tomorrow." And he motions you guys to come into Blake's hut. And he opens up the door, and you see this wizard-looking dude, just stereotypical all the way. Beard, glasses, kind of lounging in some robes, and just kind of imagine if you combined what was his name, the Big Lebowski with Gandalf. That's kind of what he looks like.
That's kind of the look I'm shooting for here with the long hair and whatnot. All I need is the beard.
Yeah. All right, so you guys go in there, and you see Blake. He's kind of got. You guys go in there, and you see scrolls and maps just covering pretty much all over the front room. There's books, and there's just tables are covered with stuff, and you see that there's old artifacts from Northmen decorating his place. And what he's keeping his maps and some of his things down are these old Northman daggers and trinkets and clay pots and figures of that. And he motions up, he waves at you guys, but he's kind of studying this one book he's looking at, and I'm going, would you guys like some of his Blake's wine? It's on him.
I've never turned down wine before, and I never will again in my life. Yes.
Yeah. So he kind of gets he kind of looks at all you guys and just starts handing out, goblets, and then pours you all wine and everything. So something's come up, and I can't handle this to anybody else. You guys are about the best experienced party we have here, but Blake will be able to tell you a little bit more. But to the west here, he's going like this way, and he goes east of here. There is what do I say? I've got an outbreak of. There's a cult, I guess you could say. Although I don't like using that word, but we'll call it a cult. They've got themselves kind of hidden in there, and I need you guys to get them out of their hiding place. So to speak.
Is it a cult of personality?
He looks at Eleanor and goes, "Actually, you might be particularly helpful in this."
Oh. How so?
It's you're a witch by trade, I believe, right?
Yes.
Well, this cult seems to target witches.
Oh. Well.
For membership.
Oh,
You may have heard of them. They follow I guess they fancy it, a death goddess, Nocturna, the dark mistress.
I thought you meant
give me an intelligence roll of 12 or better there, Paul.
Okay. Just barely.
Well, do you have an intelligence bonus or anything like that?
I do not. In fact, it's minus. In fact, it's -1.
Oh, okay. So you just made it. Then.
I just made.
Yeah. So you definitely have heard. Yeah. There you go, Columbo.
I think you can. I was wondering if you could do intelligence checks with this character sheet, like all the different ability scores. You could click on. That's pretty cool.
It's pretty handy. Yeah.
I like that. That's very nice.
So what you know of it is you know that this Nocturna goddess is basically her faithful cannot cast spells without some sort of sacrifice, some sort of blood sacrifice. So that's how they get their powers. So that if they don't have it, they kind of lose their powers. But when they do have their powers, they're actually a little bit more powerful than the average witch kind of thing. Their spells are a little bit more potent while they have those sacrifices. But if they don't have them, like I said, they lose their ability to cast.
Well, we'll have to simply take care of that for you.
And he looks at what's your guy's name, Vance?
You're muted, dude.
Thurnar.
And you're a mage, correct? If I remember.
Correct. Yes.
All right. Digs around.
Not going to suffer a witch to live.
He goes, I have. Do you happen to know the detect magic spell?
I don't happen to have it, in my archive.
Don't have that in your archive. Okay. He kind of looks at Blake. And Blake kind of, without even looking, Blake reaches behind him in this massive scrolls, goes behind his back, pulls out a scroll, and hands it over to Ivanov, and Ivanov hands it over to your character. So you might want to. There's a particularly interesting artifact hidden in there that I'm also interested in. And Blake goes that, and then you hear Blake go that I'm interested in. And Ivanov goes, yeah, whatever. So if you're able to find that and bring it back, it's supposedly some powerful thing for the gods. So we want to take that away just in case we get any more of these dumbass cults coming around us again.
So investigate the cult, meaning beat some heads about. Take this
Yes,
powerful
and I know
artifact
that's your
from 'em.
specialty, Columbo.
Well, that's kind of how I do things. Our uncle trained us well.
Absolutely. So, the problem is I don't know exactly where it is. I do have possibly a guide that can help you, but I'm not allowed to tell you which guide it is. They've made me to swear secrecy.
How is he going to guide us if we don't know who or what or where he is?
You're going to have to convince him he or she is staying over at the Angry Priest Inn.
Okay.
And we don't know what he or she looks like.
I do.
So we got to go to the inn and hope that the guide introduces themselves to us.
You're going to have to do your little interviewing of the people on the wall, I suppose. I think he's afraid that he's going to get caught. He's afraid that because we've had, let's say, a few infiltrations in Hound's Head recently.
By who?
By some of the cult. They've been coming here. To get some of their sacrifices. And he points up, to the temple, and up there they got like a little bit of a tent city up there around there. I don't have it spotted up there, but a lot of people coming up, that's where they temporarily stay. They'll make their home around there. Few people have gone missing up there.
Any locals gone missing?
Seems to be all the folks that are traveling through, like some of the small time merchants that are setting up over there, and craftsmen, laborers. They know I'm planning on doing an expansion and building a wall, so we're gathering them up, and they're bringing their family. And right now I've been putting a stop to it because I don't want anybody else going missing until we solve this problem.
All right, so we have to find a guide somehow.
So what does this guide look like?
I'm not saying it's a guy or a lady. That was the one thing I said.
No, I said guide. Guide.
What does he look like? Can't say. You guys have to
Can you
find
come
him.
with and at least give us like a point?
I promised I wouldn't point him out.
So if we talk to some people standing along the wall where the normal hirelings are, and we offer that, hey, we're looking to clear out some old ruins that we heard about, and you're saying that the guide would say, yes, I'll go with you, and that's how we know it's our guide?
No, I'm not saying anything because I don't know.
Here.
You'll let's just say you'll understand once he starts leading you somewhere.
Okay. Well, I guess there's not much else to do here except head over there. What do you know about these ruins where the cult has set up? Anything about its history?
I didn't say anything about ruins. I said I didn't know where the hiding place was. I didn't
Oh,
know
okay. Okay.
He knows more about it. He wouldn't even tell me anything about it.
Gotcha.
You said he.
Yeah. You did.
I say he by default.
That's
Not
very
in this
pre
day and age,
2000.
you don't.
It's very pre 2000 there, Ivanov. Get with the times. Well, I guess there's not much else to do except go over to the angry priest inn and see what we could perhaps find out. There's always a wall of people looking to be hired over there. So,
all right. So you guys head over there, and you see that guy and the goon standing outside, looking. The one guy's kind of pacing. The older guy's pacing back and forth, like kicking rocks, and seems very frustrated. While the goon's just kind of standing there, kind of looking at squirrels in the tree.
Are they armed, Tim? I know he said one of them had like.
The older guy isn't. He just has like very plain burlap kind of looking robes.
Okay.
And the other guy's heavily armored. He's got a big ass axe.
Okay. And he's both human though, right? Clearly human.
Yep, both human. Yep.
Okay. I'll nod to him. Gentlemen.
And kind of like, do you think he'd see us now?
I don't know. He's pretty abrupt and cryptic even when you do see him. So who the hell knows? Can't hurt to knock again.
He kind of looks at the door and he just kind of shakes his head. And you see him. He kind of, instead of walking back into town, he walks over out this way.
Where?
Do you see me pinging there?
No, you might be on a wrong layer, Tim.
I am on the wrong layer.
Yeah. So he goes up. Where's the angry priest in? Number 3.
Number 3.
Okay. Hey, so he's going this way. Hey, before you head up there, I know you're having a frustrating day. We're going over to the angry priest. First round's on me. Both of you. And I'll get 2 for you, big guy.
And you see the big guy kind of like perk up. but the older guy kind of, no, we've got things to do. And he and you hear him go, come on. And the dumb guy kind of does a little bit of a head sag and follows him away.
Yeah. Oh, well. No. Gentlemen, head to the inn. And lady.
All right. So you guys head over there. Go ahead and move your pog over there. And as you guys get, what's that?
I just said, let's go.
Gentle people.
So you guys get to the doorway, and you see people are sitting outside eating. They got bowls in their lap, and they're eating. And you can hear from inside. It is packed inside.
Standing room only, eh?
And you see one of the guys. Yeah. He goes. You better hurry up. They're gonna run out. But you guys are adventure guys. That you're Draymond, and you're Eleanor, right?
Yeah, Eleanor, it's fine.
Eleanor. Sorry about that. Yeah, I've heard about you guys. Yeah, you guys do good stuff around here. Well, good luck on your next adventure. Hope you beat them all up.
Much appreciated.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
and you go inside and you see it's packed.
All right.
And you see your standard crew this time. I'm gonna show you what they look like here. I think. Let me go.
Oh, you got a layout map of the place?
No, I didn't do a map because I knew if I did a whole map, you'd talk to every freaking person in there, so I wasn't going to do that.
Well, it can't be that many. The thing is only it's kind of big, 50 feet long. Yeah, there could be a lot of fucking people.
Let me see here. I do this. Sometimes when I put stuff on the GM layer, it gets wonky. And then you're just going to see a bunch of tokens appear on top of the.
Aha.
Okay.
I see a couple are named people.
I have no idea.
And a couple are not. Angry Bob and Ruru Doug.
Is that the only ones you see so far?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Let me shift up.
Quite a motley looking crew, I must say.
Yeah.
It's Ori Fow. Some goblins in here, looks like. Tim doesn't discriminate. He has all kinds of, races and backgrounds and all that back in his game.
Let me see here.
Goblins are people too, boys and girls.
Yeah, apparently our sore
The goblin is just an ugly ass woman. I can't tell which. It just, There's a cute one down here though. She's kind of cute. No, this one. I know you're into the freaky stuff with the piercings there, Vance, but no, I'm thinking this one over here.
Let's see. That's the one I'm trying to name now. That's Liliana.
Liliana, that's always a sexy name.
So does your HR department allow you to hire people?
My HR department
don't let me talk to people anymore.
They keep me in a cell, dude. I don't talk to people. They don't let me. Yeah, no. Damn it. The world would be a much better place. My work environment would be a much better place if I had that ability. Let me tell you that.
They treat him like the guy off of Office Space. They just keep him in a basement and they give him a stapler.
Yeah, a red one.
A red stapler. That's it.
And let him play his music at a reasonable level.
Right.
Are you guys able to see those names?
Yes.
Yeah,
we're getting there. We have 4 more, Tim.
Now, the funny thing is I did all this and they must have got deleted or something. Oops. Oops. All right, save. Good. Yeah. All right. Excuse me while I do this, guys. Sorry. Thought I had this already figured out. Okay.
Quite all right. So I'm not getting any indication by looking at them as to what class or gear they might have. I just see that they're all a motley looking bunch.
Yeah. I mean, there's a couple that definitely look a little bit more experienced than some of the others.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But is that not? Oh no, that's the guy. I can't. They're too small. Which one did you think was the cute one, Joe?
I think is that a guy?
Bottom right there.
Yeah, this one here, next to Umberto there.
Oh no, that's the girl. Liliana is
Right.
Liliana is the girl.
Okay. Yeah, say don't do the whole gender swap on me, motherfucker.
We don't judge you, Joe.
No.
Come on.
No
We just
judgment here.
expect weird things.
This is the fantasy zone, all right?
That sounds like a place you visit often.
Oh, yeah. Gotta do what you gotta do, man.
I think that's the website he
Now we
got.
got 2 Lilianas.
That's the website he goes to.
Website, fantasyzone.com.
.com, baby.
I bet don't Google it.
Don't Google that. Don't Google that.
No, we're not going there.
Keep it family friendly anyway.
All right, so basically what you see is standing along the wall. If you got, we'll divide them up by the humans. You got 3 humans, 3 goblins. No, 4 humans, 3 goblins, and 2 half orcs.
Okay.
No elves, no gnomes. So that's what you see. So first of all, I'm gonna go in order right now, and I'm just gonna go what you guys have here. Ken, is there anything you want to do in here? You've got a whole crew of people. If there's a table or a person here you want to converse with, let me know, and we'll do that.
Any dwarves?
There's no dwarves on the wall, but there's dwarves in, actually in the, tavern eating. There's actually like a table of 3 of them.
Do I recognize them?
Oh yeah. Yep.
All right.
They're miner guys. They're with the mining crew, but they have their own little special crew. They don't just go for the massive cheap ass iron ore that these guys usually go for. They go for more for the gems and the small deposits of silver that they find in there.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna talk to go over to their table.
Okay. All right. Oh, Draymond, join us. Come down. And you see, before you even sit down, they pour you. They have a big pitcher and they pour you an ale.
All right. Got to be better than
going on next earlier. And you see him eating as he's asking, and there's bread falling out of his mouth. He's like talking as he's chewing, and just half of it's staying in his mouth and half of it's falling out.
So, you know anything about those people standing up there?
He looks at those guys. No, I don't deal with them too much. Except he points at the one he's kind of he's dressed in armor, but it looks like that that his armor, even though from a distance it looks like it's a decent set of armor, and your dwarven eyes go over it and you're thinking, if that guy gets hit once, shit's going to start falling off that boy. He goes, he's loud.
No, I don't want a loud one. Looking for maybe somebody who is kind of trying to lay low.
Kind of shrugs his shoulders and he points at the one that's wearing a hood. Looks like, female. She ain't said a damn thing since she's been here. I've been here for most of the morning, and she ain't said a thing. She just keeps her head down.
What's her name?
I don't know. Never ask her.
Which one is he pointing at?
Liliana.
Okay.
So you don't know anything about her?
Nah, just got here about late last night, and came in this morning, and they were there. He goes, Umberto over there. He points at the half orc. Kind of, boy talks in third person, so it's kind of weird, but my boy looks like he can handle himself.
Well, we're looking for somebody who maybe has some unique knowledge of the area east of here.
Well, all its miners would know territory east of here, or the Gorgon Crags over there. Probably not what you're looking for, though, is it?
Did you run into like any sort of weird religious things going on in the east?
Well, I did hear that the honored hunters have been trying to make a temple again, but that's a little farther up northeast. And that ain't nothing but trouble. Is that who you're looking for?
We don't really know. We don't know much. We're looking for somebody who maybe would kind of know a little more.
I'm sorry, I can't help you with that.
Mhm.
All right, Vance, your turn. What? How do you say your name? Threnar. Threnar.
Yeah, Thren. Oh, what the hell is my?
You can't even pronounce it.
It's echoing pretty good though.
I know. I always have to be careful about my random names.
Yeah, Threnar.
Yeah, Threnar.
Okay,
So
I'm going to go
and
talk to.
talk
Are we
to.
getting like echoey over and over from anybody else hearing that?
Yeah,
I think it's Vance, sir. I think Vance.
Yeah, just a second.
I can actually.
There we go.
No,
Sorry about that.
Mhm. Still having it.
Huh. Weird.
Maybe the gain picking up too high, too high of a setting. Oh, it's kind of funky.
You're right. Too.
I got enough weed in me that this is kind of cool. Hearing myself 3-4 times over.
He's out there in the void.
Yeah. Oops. I'm gonna show while Anse figures that out, I'm gonna show you guys something here. This is something where Tim is talking a lot about locations. So am I sharing this right now? You guys see this map?
Yep.
All right. So Brown's at his dead center. All right. Let's see. We have.
That's not going to help you, Joe.
What's that?
That map's not going to help you.
No, I'm saying it might show these guys what you're talking about in terms of locations. I know that score is far to the west, right? The gorge that you're talking about, Tim, that is
It's on the big
Gorgon Crags. It's up right corner there, right? Then various things that Tim filled in the blanks on. So whenever Tim, says to you guys that he basically has no real setting, he can put all these things in. He's already doing the work. So make me God damn Tim, damn it.
Go ahead and talk. We're still hooking somewhere.
Yeah. But what happened?
Does someone have like
Trying to get-
mute robots in silence? I don't know.
Where did Ken?
Yeah, we're waiting.
He dropped it. He's in the chat. He says, "Could you add him back to StreamYard?"
Oh. It says the device not connected. He's not. Doesn't seem like he's there. Well, maybe I'll kick him from the, Ken, if you're there, Aaron, I'll kick you from the studio and then try to get back in. Okay.
There we go.
So he's gone out of the studio now. He'll be able to join.
He just left. He just said, "That's it. I'm not dealing with these people."
He's like, "Nah, this sucks." No, boy.
And so if you have a headset, they should stop the whole feedback loop. If you have one, I don't know.
I don't know if it's Vance though. Oh, I don't hear the echo anymore.
Hey, oh yeah, what happened?
Let's
I hear
try
a little-
some here.
I hear a little bit of it. But
A
not
little
sure.
bit of one, yeah.
Yeah, I don't have anything on.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Ken is back.
Yeah, everything's shut off on level 20 for me. Yeah,
Okay. Well, I don't hear you now. No,
there's a little bit.
just a tiny bit, but yeah, that's fine. So go ahead, Vance. What would you like to do?
Yeah, if I overheard him talking to those guys about Liliana, I'll probably sidle over there.
Okay.
Um,
And you see this, you're going to guess, she's very slim build, very willowy kind of build, I guess. And she's
Sure.
keeping her head down, but you can tell she's female. But the leathers that are wearing are very well worn. They're not patchwork leather stuff at all. This looks like it was probably very good outfits at one time that has just been used for many, many years and still holding together.
Okay. So she's no poser. All right. We're so I'll kind of make a show of like walking back and forth and at least kind of doing a kind of greeting to all the various
Wall standers there.
various mooks.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and just kind of nod and kind of look at them, and then I'll pause with her, and I was like, kind of the tilt the head and do. Are you? Look like you've been out in the woods a bit.
She kind of looks up at you. Vance, give me a give me a charisma roll. B to 12.
Okay. I hope. Let's see if it works. Damn. My boyish good looks aren't working with her apparently.
She kind of looks up at you, and she just sort of, you can tell when she looks up, she is attractive, but you can tell that she's just completely disinterested in anything you've got to say. She just kind of looks at you. You've got eye contact with her now, but she doesn't answer.
So we're going to each go up one at a time, like we're trying to pick somebody up at the bar.
Well, I'm just watching and laughing, being the female character of the group, and going, "Dumb boys."
Yeah.
Can I go if I'm nearby? Can I just go ahead and cast a charm spell on her?
Sure can.
Okay, I'm just gonna charm her.
Okay,
let's do that.
And you got advantage with this one, don't you, Paul? Was this the one you have?
No. The one I have
got advantage with charm.
No, swarm is the one I have.
Oh, swarm. That's right. Right. Okay.
So let's
go
see.
ahead and make your roll.
I can blow a spell early in this game.
Yeah. See if you can crit.
Yeah. No, I was waiting to hold it. I was going to blow another one.
15. All right. So go ahead, Paul. What would you like to do then?
Okay. Well, and by the way, that's going to last for 1d8 days. So I'm going to roll a
1d8. So go ahead and roll your 1d8
and see how long that's going to last for. Oh, good. 7 days.
We got a week. So regardless, we got a new friend for a week. All right.
You have a minion, huh? Which one was that? I was taking a leak.
Liliana.
Oh,
the one
I just walk up to her and I go, "Hello, my dear. It's so nice to see you. I don't remember seeing you around here before."
She kind of bows slightly. It's nice to see you.
Well, do you mind if I sit down?
They're up against. They stand up against the wall.
I stand against the wall. Okay.
Yeah, they're just standing there. And
tell me, where have you come in from?
oh, she goes, I was in with the Komor Forest with another party.
Oh, wow, how lovely. What kind of work do you do out in the Komor Forest with other parties?
Because I find things.
Oh, you find things. That is amazing. We like to find things. Could you possibly help us find something?
She kind of looks at Vance's character, Threnar, and kind of looks back to you and says, "Yeah, I can help you do that. Yeah, of course I will."
Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you so much. And then I just look at the other guys in the group and go, "That's how it's done, boys."
All right. Do you guys want to try to get anybody else, or you're going to have faith that Liliana is your gal?
I'm gonna just who has any sort of a gear that looks more than just a tin pot and a soup lid. You know what I mean?
Umberto is he's got like some chainmail on, and he's got a two-handed sword.
I'm gonna walk up. He's a human or a half orc. What is he?
Yeah, half orc. Yeah.
Half orc. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Umberto, what are you looking for?
Golden butt meat.
Golden butt meat.
Gold and meat.
Gold and meat. Oh, okay.
No.
gold and meat. Well, that's good.
Yes, gold, ass, and meat. Yes.
Okay.
You mentioned it.
Oh yeah.
He kind of looks down at you, but he seems pretty impressed. Small but mighty, huh?
The meat is not so tasty though. Haha. I bet a beer.
How about 2?
All right. 2 for me. What are you having?
I have 4.
All right. 4 beers for my friend here. 2 for me. I don't know how much the hell they are, Tim.
It doesn't matter.
All right. Yeah. Okay. I like that nitty gritty stuff.
I know, but if we were going to play long term, then we'd get into the nitty gritty. But for this,
you're planning on killing us today, aren't you, motherfucker?
Well,
see?
Why
give it away?
Sweat the details when I know the outcome. Roll me a 2d6 though, Joe.
All right. 8.
Yeah, you guys have a pretty good conversation, and he seems to like what you're putting down.
All right. Well, and the beer's coming.
Yep, beer definitely helps. I gave you +1 to your roll for that.
Okay. All right, good deal. Hey, so where are you from? What kind of experience you've had? It looks like you're looking for work here with the you're at the I'll whisper, the loser bar, except that you ain't no loser, are you? You got some experience behind you.
Yeah, never been to the Komor Forest before, but I can handle it.
Okay. Well, what have you killed? What have you fought? What have you survived? Tell me some
I was up
background.
in the Ash Forest for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
demons?
What's that?
A lot of demons you fight up there? Any of the Ash Elves?
Little ones. Yeah, they're about your size. They're pretty easy.
But the Ash Elves.
Like when he mentions that, you see like on his arms and everything, his arms are like just jacked up with scars. He's got like but they're all and almost like a giant cat attacked him. Like he got in a fight with like several giant cats, and you can't tell who won or lost, except he's still around.
I look at his arms and I remark pointedly as I point at him with my beer. I had a woman like that once.
Wish it was. But the little demons got these, and he kind of I got low claws, and they bite and they bite and they bite. And they bite really hard.
You don't stop.
And then my sword doesn't do anything to them, so I have to grab them by their head, and then I just swish them until blood pops out their eyes. But they're demons, so they don't really bleed normal ways. And then what they do is they go into a thing of smoke, and then they just puff, and then it's not satisfying because you can't really see their bodies laying on the ground, and you can't squish anything after they're dead.
Umberto, you just passed a job interview. Are you looking for work?
Why? And he kind of straightens out his armor and gets real professional looking. Well, yes, I am.
What skills do you have besides your strength and your demon head popping skills? Good with that. Is it an axe or a sword?
I can pop. I could probably pop that elf's heads over there.
Well, that ain't saying much.
Well, I figured I would go to your dwarven side, and you would appreciate me popping an elf's head.
It could be something to be said for that sometimes, but right now he's a buddy of mine. So, Tim, what is he armed with, if anything?
He's got a 2-handed sword.
And just what kind of armor again? Chainmail.
Chainmail.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And both of them look in decent shape. They're not like poor quality items, from what you can tell.
Okay.
But he has little else. I mean, he doesn't have a backpack. He's got a pouch where you can, you identified as. He sat down as probably very less than 10 silver inside of it.
Okay. Umberto?
Dwarven radar.
Looks like you need a big backpack full of oil, Umberto. And some food, of course.
Don't like fire. No fire.
Don't worry. It won't catch
you can't punch fire.
That is true. You're a wise man, Umberto. You're a wise half-orc.
Nah, it's okay.
What are your pronouns, Umberto? I don't want to offend you. Do you have they, them, orc? I mean, because you got 2 races in you. Are you a dual? Are you double binary? What do you identify as, Umberto?
I identify as Umberto.
Umberto, it is. Umberto, let's get you some stuff. Come with me. I'm going to walk out with Umberto. I'll be back in a bit. Well, we got to finish these 4 beers first, and then we'll head out.
Oh, you guys already killed those.
All right.
Those were the first things you murdered. So
I'm going to head over. I have some basic gear, Tim.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
Just like what kind of stuff are you going to buy him?
A backup lantern, a shit ton of oil, some food.
He won't take the oil.
Okay.
No, he was serious when he's afraid of fire. He was
all
like,
right.
No. So he won't take oil, but he would take more weapons.
Okay, what kind of weapons are you looking for?
He goes 2-handed axe.
That's better than that 2-handed sword you got?
He shrugs his shoulders. Never had a 2-handed axe before.
Just kind of trying to find the is there such a thing?
Yeah.
A great axe, I guess. Yeah. The same damage. Yeah, all right. Well, that's fine. I'll get you one of those. And you want any sort of you get a good with the bow? Spear?
They're funny.
Okay. How about a spear? A couple spears.
He's like, me not so good throwing.
What about okay, so you're not really, so you're the front guy then, Umberto.
I smush things and I hack things and I punch things.
Understood, Umberto.
I drink things.
You now have a great sword, a great axe, Umberto. And I'll give him a backpack, Tim. I'll give him a lantern with no oil in it. All right. Let make sure he knows there's no oil in this. This is just a backup. All right. Rope.
He starts swinging it around.
Yeah, no, that's not a weapon, Umberto. Keep that safe. This is not a rave. This is not a rave, Umberto. We're keeping this safe.
Heads are right inside this little part here. I can break their face off.
Okay. Calm down, Umberto. I mean, you're out of things with faces.
Boots and pants. Oh, sorry. I thought it was a rave.
All right. So,
crowbar,
grappling hook, rope, backup lantern, and some food.
When you start giving him, he doesn't want to take all that stuff. It seems like he wants to take weapons, and he'll take the backpack to put more weapons in it.
Okay, backpack, and we'll give him one more weapon of his choice.
Well, he's happy with what he's got, but he goes, I'll take another axe.
Oh, well, you got an axe, you got a sword, you're good to go. You got a backpack for all the stuff you're going to find, gold, so we're good.
Treasure!
Amen. All right, head back to the inn. I don't know what they've been doing in a half hour.
Okay. What are we going to do with Liliana now?
Yeah, they've been talking to her for the half hour I've been gone, so.
Okay. Are you guys trying to do anything else besides just get Liliana all taken care of then?
So have you talked to her enough to confirm that she actually does know where we're going to?
She doesn't say anything to you or Draymond. Exactly. She doesn't. She's not hostile at all. She just gets real quiet when somebody else talks.
Talking to the dwarves.
You're still talking. Okay.
Does she confirm to me as to whether or not she knows?
Yeah.
So
when you ask her that question, she kind of looks around the tavern and tries to make sure no one else is looking, and then she kind of lowers her head and just gives you the slightest nod.
Okay.
Good. So I don't have to read her mind. All right, perfect.
and when she does that, she has something in her hand, and she opens up her, she kind of hands it to you, Eleanor.
Okay.
And I'll draw it on here because I couldn't find the right symbol for it where I was looking. So I'm going to just draw it over town. Oh, is that not working? Freehand. You guys see that?
Yep. Like
basically, there's a crude circle with 3 lines coming down to a curve, and this is etched very crudely, like on a stone pendant. What it looks like. But this is, and from what your knowledge that you have, Eleanor, this is like typical symbol, the symbolism that they use in there. This is like one of the holy symbols for her. And what that means is like
it's a holy symbol for the cult.
Yeah. So because she's known as the mistress of the dark moon, and that's what that symbol is, of the dark moon.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I look at it and I just say, "Thank you, my dear."
She kind of nods quietly again.
When do we tell her to start, or when do we? How do we? I asked her. I said, when can you start helping us?
She stands up, and you see her adjust her hood, and she actually reveals herself. And then you guys can see what she looks like and everything. So you see that she's got these patterned scars on her. They're ritualistic scars. You're not really sure of her, but you've seen it. It's not uncommon for this part of the world. You guys seen this? Think of it as almost like an Appalachian kind of blood magic, almost. So it's a combo of that and everything. And you see that she has it, and then as soon as she shows you guys, she flips it back up. So basically what that means to, since you guys have been around here for a while exploring here, this girl's been in some bad shit, because this kind of magic is to the south of here, and it's to the locals and everything, and the locals practice this. And while it's not like magic that they can throw out like adventuring magic, it's definitely slow and powerful type of magic. So if they get enough of them doing it, they can wreck your world pretty freaking quick. They're masters of curses.
It's like Lankbar magic. It sounds a little bit like you're not dropping fireballs, but you're dropping weird ass stuff.
Right. Yeah. These guys are more like they use their magic more to curse people, or to plague an area. They will. It's not just a small thing. They get, if you got enough of these folks up here casting their spells, they could cast, like I said, a plague or some massive thing, poison the rivers or whatever, doing that kind of thing. But it takes them a long time to do it.
Okay.
So now you guys know she was part of those people down in the holler people just south of here.
On the other guys on the wall, and those three goblins, do any of them look like the little sneaky bastards?
Hedgewitch, that's right. Thank you, Mac. What's that?
Any of those goblins look like little sneaky bastards beyond just being little goblins?
The one goblin you see, the one that's called Ruru Doug.
Yeah.
Okay. You see him. He's sitting on the floor, and he keeps counting his toes, and he keeps miscounting them. So he starts at the beginning, and he keeps going to the beginning again, and he's going back. But he doesn't seem to be frustrated by it. He seems like, okay, Ruru, we can do this. And then he starts counting again. And then Jurjam seems to be eating. He doesn't seem to be he's kind of, you see him, he's kind of more of an observer.
Okay.
Just kind of looking at everything. And then the other goblin that's there is Orifo. He just kind of, he sits back, and you see him, he's got a knife in his hand like a dagger, and he's kind of spinning it on his finger.
Okay.
And then he catches it, spins it on his finger, catches it.
Okay.
We should get, we should get Jurjam to hold our torch.
Yeah. That's Brewer's job. It looks like he's capable of holding a torch. Maybe
He's just not sure how many.
under supervision.
Under supervision, yeah.
I'm gonna check in with Ori then, because we're all kind of clanky except for me,
Right.
and it would be good to have a sneaky bastard, I think. And that's a pretty cool trick. Yeah, you got any others?
He kind of puts his hand down or against the wall, and then he does the whole knife in between each finger kind of thing. I mean, just
knifey spoony thing. Yeah,
I'm gonna roll though. See how he does. Yeah. Sometimes they.
Every once in a while you.
He only has 9 fingers, right?
He does it pretty good actually.
Oh yeah. Okay. That's good.
Yeah.
I do the kung fu.
Like 3 daggers on there, and they don't look like regular daggers. They're more like throwing knives.
Okay.
He's got 3 throwing knives on them.
I'll pull out a silver coin and I'll ask him if he can do the kung fu challenge of if you can snatch this coin from my hand.
All right. You want to do Dex thing? It'll be a Dex contest then.
Sure. Yeah, well, my Dex is shit,
Yeah.
so I'm fine.
Are you just gonna let him win, or?
Tell you what, I'm gonna roll slow here.
What? Did you actually
tell him to beat
you
that?
didn't even close your hand? You just handed it. Basically.
Jesus Christ!
And you see, he's like, whoosh.
Yeah, I don't even see it disappear. All right.
Yeah,
it's like, I think you could be useful there, Mr. Fowl. I think we're going to we're trying to acquire some items, and we might need somebody who's kind of clandestine.
I don't know what that means.
Kind of a sneaky bastard.
Sneaky bastard. Sneaky. That doesn't sound good, though, does it?
Someone of the acquisitional arts.
Acquisition. I don't know what this means, but if it comes with more of these, he holds up your silver piece.
It certainly will.
How much up front, though?
How much do I got on me?
200.
Yeah, you basically have 200 silver on you.
Okay.
You can,
Tell you what, I'll give him 25 up front.
You see when he gives you that, he has no poker face. So when you hand it to him, his eyes go big, and he's like, he almost seems like scared to, like you're going to take it back away from him. So he kind of reaches slowly for it while watching you, and he kind of takes it.
Yeah, no, it's all good. This is proof, buddy. If I can give you this right now, just imagine how much you're going to get at the end of the day.
He hops down off his stool that he had, and you see him fold this stool up, and he puts it in like a pouch or not a pouch, but like almost like a, what do you want to call it? A loop in his belt, and he puts it right in there.
Okay.
I'm ready to go whenever you're ready to go.
All right. So I introduce him to the rest of the merry band of mushroom harvesters, and I think that should.
All
be
right.
good.
So I'm going to get up and walk away from the dwarves, and I'm going to buy a pitcher for them
when you were talking to him and that, Ken, you find out little bits and pieces of what's going on around Hound's Head, that like they heard about that the Temple of Pausanias was trying to collect more scrolls and potions and rations, and usually when they're doing that, that usually means Pausanias is collecting for they always do it, but when they go kind of in high gear, that means like there's a calamity on the way. Usually every time they start kicking up their collection and storing, prepping of things, that means something bad's going to happen.
Well, that's good to know, I guess.
Like a little existential threat to the world, along with our Cheerios in the morning.
Well, there's your ticking clock. There's always a ticking clock, and there it is.
Oh, shit.
All right, so you guys got let's get you got Ori now.
Yeah.
Drawing on Ori's
We're higher level, so it's a apocalyptic calamity.
Yeah. That should be our group's name, the Apocalyptic Calamity Adventuring Party.
That's not a bad one there, yeah.
Well, why don't we put that as the party pog name? Apocalyptic Calamity.
Well,
Let's
LLC.
see. LLC. Yeah. I'll put that in there.
Let's see.
APOC. POCOLYPTIC. Is that right? I used to be able to spell really, really great until fucking word processors came along.
All right, so you got an Umberto, a Liliana, and an Orifal. All right. I have to make sure I add these guys to. All right, so, and Liliana, like once you guys get out of the tavern and everything, she says, she kind of confides in you, Eleanor. It's like it'll take a couple days to get there. I know where the region is, but I don't know where it exactly is. But there seems to be a lot of them coming and going in this area, and I didn't get close enough to find out where they were going into.
Okay.
So can I get like a mule and saddlebags?
Yeah.
Okay. Tim, do you want to give us control of the people we hired, or no? Do you want to keep that?
No, I want to give you control because I don't want to control them.
That's what I was figuring, Yeah. Umberto for me.
Umberto, I'll give you control, Joe.
You want to give me his hit point, the basics? Or am I going to be rolling for the guy too, or are you going to be rolling for him?
You're just going to be rolling, but I'm not. You guys, well, I mean, basically, all these guys are 0 level characters, but I've given each one of them kind of like a special thing and everything. Okay. So Umberto and everything, he's going to get +2 to hit with his big weapons. Mm-hmm. His 2, because he only gets that for 2-handed weapons, but no damage or no nothing. He's basically a big ass goon and everything.
Okay.
Liliana, you'll see, and Ori gets +1 to hit with his throwing daggers.
Okay, so +2 to hit and 2d6 damage on Umberto, and he wouldn't take anything else. You said, right?
No, he wants to keep. He's very basic. He carries weapons. He'll carry food, and carry booze, and he'll carry treasure.
Okay. He'll carry food. You said?
Yeah.
All right. We'll load. I'll give him 10.
You guys don't. You don't have to worry about food.
All right. Okay.
I'm not gonna be the ration Nazi.
Okay.
Well, that's why I was gonna get a
mule.
Mule is loaded up with food.
Yeah, you guys. I'm not gonna do that, right? Like I said, if this was a campaign situation and not just sort of like an adventure thing, I would.
So,
Eleanor, you have control now of
Liliana.
Why does it say Eleanor Digby now? That's weird. How do I switch the name?
That's odd.
I okay.
So I'll just take a mule with all our food on it, or get a bunch of rations, and then we can just hand wave it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just have.
Well, I mean, from your guys' experience, bringing in a horse or a mule into the forest is very, and I'll use my least favorite word of all time right now, is problematic.
I hate that word too. Where did that come from? 6 years ago, that word it was everywhere. It never existed before that. It's bullshit.
So it's not so what you're saying, it's not appropriate.
It's a bullshit word.
I mean, if you're dealing with me and Ken with, the buzzwords, we got them all locked down. All right. So Liliana, that should be for Paul, Umberto for Joe, and Ori for Vance. You guys should be able to move those guys around.
I was going to control my ass, but I guess I don't have to worry about that anymore.
I don't even think you can control that there, Ken.
That's actually true.
Well, I hear the older you get, the less you can control your ass.
That's true.
That's just a rumor, maybe. I don't know.
I almost blew our cat out of bed the other day. He was bad. He had his ears back. He was
hissing at you and
everything. Now, this next one I'm going to put you in. I don't know if it's going to work or not. Hopefully it does.
Just got to copy the symbols over the token.
Yes, I got to copy the symbols over.
Tokens, my bad.
Tokens, symbols. We'll work with it. Now this next thing, guys, is going to be. It's a big fucking map.
Okay.
So.
Good. Never trust a fart over 50. Amen. And over 50, we're all old farts anyway there, Cuthbert. So,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What's going to happen there, huh? No. But I don't know. It seems like I see all these memes and everything where there's these young kids who go, did I just shit myself? It seems like that's like a big thing anymore. I'm almost shitting themselves. I don't understand that. I don't remember having that much issue.
No, I don't even know. No.
Okay, so where do we get there?
Oh
okay,
man, it reminds me. I got a doctor's appointment next week. I got to do the old finger up the ass. Jesus Christ!
Oh, God.
Fuck. Just something to look forward to, on a random Tuesday afternoon.
Yeah. All right, let me get these guys over there.
As you're dragging over.
Think of it as a dungeoneering expedition.
Yeah, deep dark holes, unexplored regions. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just don't bring any torches, I guess.
Yeah, huh? God forbid. Gaseous explosion.
Yeah,
some sort of lock.
Guy my father used to work with. He's like a 400-pound fat fuck, and he tells my father this story. He says he went to the doctor at the hospital, and he had some shit going wrong with him. And while in the hospital, this guy he had that robe on, where the whole ass hangs out in the back. And he says the doctor walks in, little young Asian doctor walks in, young looking, right? And he says, I'm here to examine blah, blah, blah. He's all right. Bend over, does the finger, blah, blah, blah. And the guy's like, Jesus Christ, whatever. Doctor leaves. So he's another 10 minutes later, another doctor walks in. He says, all right, I'm here to do the test, blah, blah, blah. Bend over. He does the finger. He goes, what do you mean? What? Whoa, we just did this. The guy says, no. What are you talking about? He goes, Asian doctor came in, blah, 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 describes him.
Yeah.
And he says, he did it. And he goes, sir, we don't have any doctor matching that description in this right here in the hospital. And he says, well, who the fuck stuck his finger up my ass? This is an absolute true story. The guy told my father this is a true fucking story. So they had a big manhunt in the fucking hospital to find out what random Asian dude is sticking something. We hope God is a finger up this fat man's ass when he doesn't know. It's like, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Anyway, now you got the map ready. So I broke the map building gap there.
It's weird because I drug them down in none of those.
Weirder than some guy sticking things up a fat man's ass? Weirder than that? I think not.
It's hard to
that's
tell.
A point.
You never want to ask that question to the universe because it has a way of answering.
Oh God! And now we have felines suffering from fart trauma. Yes, Mark or Mac. Yes, we do. PTSD from farts. Yep. Thought Nam was something. No, Ken's bed. No, that's the real battle zone there. God.
For whatever
Love the
reason,
smell
all
of
this
beans in the morning.
did not transfer. Let me try it this way.
It might be on the wrong layer, Tim, if you're grabbing off the wrong layer or something.
No, it was just for whatever reason when I grabbed them off the what do you call it, the side with the library there. I didn't keep all the stuff, but if I just paste and copied from the front page there where I kept all your tokens and did everything,
Yeah.
it was fine.
Yeah.
I didn't know it would screw this up. Now remember, guys, you're gonna have to probably scroll in. This is a big fucking map.
Okay.
All right. So
What I usually
okay.
do is
First of all, before you guys go into Komor Forest, who has what and torch? You know, who's got the light and how much?
All right. Who is holding the lantern? That's the big question. Who's holding the lantern? The mage only needs one hand, right?
It better not be any NPCs.
Yeah. So.
Okay. That's what I was thinking. It makes sense.
You're gonna have a lantern in Vance.
Okay. And we all got oils. We got a shit ton of oils, Tim. So.
You don't even need to watch.
We better hope that nobody throws a flask of oil and a torch at us.
Well, that's what happened one time on my NPC follower. He went up like fucking nuke bomb. This guy, remember him, Tim? He was.
That's what he said. Didn't you hear me say? Don't you remember your?
Yeah. It was a goddamn disaster.
Your hireling, yeah, he nuked him.
He had like eight flaming oils on him, and fireball or something. And this guy went up like it was just nothing.
Somebody else threw you guys were trying to throw flaming oils flash.
Oh, I roll a 1. I rolled a nat 1,
and then you rolled a 20 to hit him.
Yeah, and it killed him. He was like black oil on the ground.
Just a little mushroom cloud afterwards.
Nothing left. Yeah, that's right.
Because you had like 20 oil flasks on him or something.
Yep.
He was just a walking bomb.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody, because with your size of party, you're probably going to need 2 light sources. You can go with 1.
2 what?
2.
Anybody can have 2 light sources.
Okay.
See if Oriole will carry one.
Oriole will carry one.
Okay.
You want what's he carrying? A lantern or a torch?
I'll buy him another lantern, Tim.
Okay. You bought the last one.
All right. So now we have 2 lanterns in the group.
Yep.
And we'll have about 10 oils per thing, my estimate.
Oh, did you take Humberto's face grater away from him?
It's what?
Face grater.
The lantern. He calls the lantern. Yeah, he doesn't want to hold it. He said, right?
Well, no, he wasn't going to use it as a lantern. He was going to shave people's faces off with it.
Oh yeah, we'll take that. That's a lantern. We'll hold on to that, Umberto. You can shave it later after we're all done. You could have it as a gift. I'll tell you that. That'd be a gift.
Why don't we have Liliana carry a lantern or a torch
instead of the hireling? You mean? That sounds safer, based on our last experience last week. Yeah, why doesn't Liliana hold the back?
Well, we need 2.
Yeah. So we got so Liliana
more than anyone.
Liliana and Threnar. Yeah, that makes sense.
Liliana now instead?
Yeah. Yep.
Well, more so than any of the other NPCs.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Tim, we're not on that map yet. I don't know if you thought you shifted us over. Okay.
So she's also going to have a lantern. All right. I think you guys are good.
Is she wearing any armor? Does she have any weapons? Does she want either of them?
You just see her. She's wearing kind of like equivalent of leather armor, and you never saw what weapons she had on her.
Liliana, it's a dangerous, as you know, place. Do you need anything to help you with your survival? Any gear?
She doesn't even talk to you.
I'll ask the witch. Eleanor.
You guys, did it shift over
Yes,
yet?
Columbo.
Did not. Eleanor, would you ask your friend there if
Yes.
she needs anything?
Of course
Shifting
I
the
will.
window.
Do you need anything, my dear?
She just shakes her
Weapons,
head.
oil, torches?
Give her some oils too. We'll get her a few oils.
You see, she doesn't have a backpack.
We'll get her a backpack with
She doesn't want a backpack. Yeah.
Nobody wants to back.
This girl, you see this girl, she carry, she's a, kind of a stealth, um, uh, kind of a guide person. She travels really light.
Okay. Do you want a backpack there? Or ask? I can't ask her.
Well, now you're echoing.
Yeah. Shit, what happened? Where am I echoing from?
I will ask her if she needs any supplies from us at all. If she wants a backpack, we have that. If she has anything that she requires.
And she shakes her head slowly. Who's it? Draymond. From your history of things and whatnot, you see she is wearing an emblem herself with two. It's basically a circle, but it has like two dark eyes on it. But they're kind of like almost animal eyes. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and arrange how you guys want to move.
Okay. I'm here. Echoing again. How the hell? Where did that start again?
It's kind of towards the end. You were just there.
Is somebody not muted on Roll20?
Good call, dude. I bet you that's what it is. You got coming in through Roll20 as well as.
Well, it's weird because we didn't have anything for a little bit, and now we do. I'm gonna blame Joe.
Yeah.
Blame that Joe guy.
Vance, mute your mic. And then I think it's you.
No, I got mine turned off.
I mean your mic on StreamYards. Hello. So nothing. It's coming through Vance's somewhere.
Oh, is Vance the culprit?
Yeah,
He is the culprit, Vance.
It's picking up through somewhere on Vance.
Oh, now it just picked up again when you said that.
Hello. No, he's still muted, so it's still coming through.
All right.
Weird.
Find the party, Joe. Your upper left-hand corner.
There we are.
There you go.
Zoom in. All right. Colombo.
Unmute yourself again, Matt. Vance, let's see if it happens again.
Hello.
Banana.
Hello. Banana.
No, it's not echoing now.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah. I wonder if something happened when we changed layers.
Oh, yeah, maybe. That's weird. Okay, so that's what you guys see there. Giant trees. It's all dark through here, of course. And you hear quite a bit of noise in the forest right now. This is always like when you go in around this time, it's like the loudest the forest is.
What time is it? Of day is it?
Yeah, you guess about like noon. You guys, after you got done shopping and done talking and done organizing and getting oil figured out and everything.
What direction did we come in from, Tim? Did we come in from here or did we come in from here?
Did you see my pinger?
Oh, okay. So we came from that way. So okay.
Yeah.
So this is north of us.
What's that?
It's north of us. It was north of Hound's Head.
East.
Yeah, it was northeast. It's actually on the same way as usually the miners go, but she cut into the woods pretty quickly. She went out probably about a half an hour and then cut directly into the woods.
Okay. Why don't we keep Eleanor behind? Colombo and Umberto take the lead, right? Why don't we drop Eleanor back there with a lantern right behind us?
I'll let you guys arrange. I'm going to hit the...
Yeah. We can't control Eleanor. Oh, actually, somebody can, right? Yeah, put Eleanor right behind Colombo. So in other words, we're going this way, guys, right?
Yep.
So put Eleanor right behind Umberto and Colombo. We're going this way, so put it like here.
Oh, okay.
Because we're heading this direction, right?
I don't know. I thought you had put the arrow down the other way, but it's fine.
So
I'll go wherever you lead, Joe.
Oh, that's not always a good idea. All right, so this way. So yeah. Let me move these guys up a little bit.
So does Liliana need to be in the front, or
just because of the light, Ken? And then Thrinar could be near
She
the
doesn't
back.
fight.
Yeah, we gave her the light because she's the
she can
guide.
see over the top of you anyway?
Oh, Liliana. Okay.
Yeah, she's the guide. So we figured give the guide in the front the light, and then
Okay.
Threnar, you will be near the back, right? Closer
Yep.
to the back with the light there. That way our whole group is covered with light, basically, you know.
Is Ori the roguish fellow with the dagger?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I don't trust him.
Yeah.
Yeah, me either. All right. While Tim's taking a leak, I'm going to take a leak because I sense a fight is coming up. I don't want to pee myself when we die. I will be right back. Ken is a musician. He will break out his guitar and entertain all of you while we were gone with some.
Oh, there we go.
All right. He's a great musician. Ken, take it away, boys.
That would be great. That would make this live stream like 1,000 times better if Ken just brought
Yeah,
his
then
guitar in.
then you get hit with the copyright infringement.
Well, you know, look, copyright, demonetized. I mean, it's all the things.
Come on, fair
It
use.
doesn't matter.
Fair use doesn't really work with music anymore. There is no, especially if you play Led Zeppelin or the Eagles.
Oh God,
Yeah.
yeah. Especially Dr. Henley out there policing the wavelengths, huh?
Yeah, I got to see them last year in concert.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
I got to see their Hell Freezes Over concert back in, I think it was 86 or 87 or whenever it came. I think it was 87.
Okay.
Ish. They're at the Blossom over in Cleveland. It was
Oh.
weird because who opened up for that? They weren't supposed to have an opening act, but then they ended up having one because they didn't want to play the allotted time that they were supposed to. They were supposed to give a 3-hour concert, but they cut it down to 2. And I don't know what I didn't hear what it was for because I used to work security work over there, and so. Who did they have? Oh, they had a weird. What was her name? Oh, Fiona Apple.
Oh,
Open it. She was just getting, Criminal was just sort of, I think, hitting big around that time, from what I remember, or it was right before it, and she came out and did like a half an hour set because she wasn't allowed to bring her band on because the Eagles set took so long to set up.
yeah.
It took so much space that they weren't.
Yeah, you can't swap over.
So she kind of did a MTV Unplugged, except plugged in because, it was funny. I went to a Dan Fogelberg concert. That was fantastic. And he showed what it was like. He goes, if it was really unplugged, this is what it would sound like. And he was playing on stage. And you couldn't hear shit on there.
Yeah.
All right. I asked Ken to get us a guitar. I didn't think he would do it. Is he going? Did he go out for grab us a guitar?
All his guitars are right behind him. Can't you see him right there?
He probably went to the restroom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
old asses
Yeah,
and
the
old
old-
matters. That's what happens.
Old man break, please.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. So we got the
So you
march
guys
order.
got your setup. Okay.
Yep, we're heading in this
perfect.
direction, Tim. All right.
All right, Ken's back.
Yep.
All right. Well, I guess you're going to follow what Liliana's going to tell you, right?
I guess so. Yeah.
Okay. All
So
right.
is she going to tell Eleanor, and Eleanor's going to tell the group?
Apparently.
She seems like, it's funny. As soon as you guys hit the Komor Forest, her demeanor changes, and she seems much more relaxed and much more confident. And when she speaks, her voice isn't sort of high pitched. It's definitely like, we need to go over here. We're going to go over there. Watch out for that rock over there. She's giving very exact directions of where you want to go and everything. So you guys kind of, I'm going to assume you guys are moving slowly and you're not kind of just rushing around.
No, yeah, definitely. Take our time. We go at her pace,
take-
whatever she thinks is safe. I'll
Yeah,
trust her opinion on it.
She doesn't like the idea of 2 lanterns. She goes, it's tough enough with 1 light source, let alone 2. But considering the size of the party, she of course doesn't say too much about it. When you get right up to about here, you see a corpse on the ground.
Okay.
It looks like it's been here for a little while, stripped of any valuables or whatever.
Human?
And it's hard to tell because it's kind of like half buried and it's kind of in the bushes a little bit. She goes, well, we call him Hank. And you see it. And then we take a right at Hank.
Okay.
So and you guys can go
in the forest here. You take a right at Hank. All the dead bodies.
Pretty much.
They're like street names. All the dead bodies in the forest.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like Mount Everest. All right.
And you guys can move, like, even though I don't think there's anything blocking you guys. Is there? Oh, I guess I see they are blocking a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I put little circle things around some of the trees to kind of block light a little bit, but all right, so let's see, it worked. And when you guys get right here, just kind of, now each one of these, I can't remember how, I think they're 5 feet each, one of those hexes and everything.
Okay.
You guys, right about there, you hear a damn it.
Are we heading south now, Tim? We came around the corner, we're heading south.
Yep.
So then the marching order would have been shifted. Columbo was first, definitely, and Umberto next to him.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I look at Liliana. Liliana, is this you familiar with this noise, this sound?
And she kind of shakes her head. And then you guys hear something coming through like trees it's nearby. I have the wrong fog for this.
I look at Umberto. Get your big ass axe out. Get my sword out. The shield.
You see him kind of smiling on you. Yeah. Let's do this. And he hefts he's got his brand new axe out. He gives the handle a little kiss.
You're welcome.
All right. And then you hear it go, damn it, Bill, where are you at?
What do you say? I look at Umberto. What do you say?
I just got chop him.
Anybody else catch that accent?
It says, damn it, Bill, where are you?
Bill.
Yeah.
I speak, well, if it is common the language we hear?
Yeah, it's common you hear.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh. All right.
I yell out, I am a friend of Bill. The meeting is over here. That's when you were summoned to catch that.
Yeah. Hello? Who's up there? And you hear like boom, boom. Do you guys see anything yet?
Nope.
No.
All right. But
Where's our other torch?
So let's see. Well, boy, there's a lot of you up there. Have you seen Bell?
Get a little closer there, Thrinar. I gesture back to him.
Yeah. I'll step up next to you, kind of hiding behind your shield.
Yeah. I look back at Ileana. You know who this is, Ileana?
And she shakes her head.
What the fuck does he look like? Does he look like something I've ever experienced before with a scout background, Tim?
No.
How tall?
About 8 feet tall.
Uh-oh.
Maybe 9.
You looking for Bill? I yell out to him.
Bill? I didn't know Bill. I'm looking for Bell.
Bell?
Bell, yes, my sheep.
I've not seen a sheep.
She's about yay high, and when he puts his hand out, that's about 7 feet off the ground. Oh, yeah, hi. She's a bit of a moody thing, adventurous and stuff like that, but she's around here somewhere. I know she is. She just blends. She's got dark wool and she just wandered off and I cannot find her. And
blends.
You haven't seen Belle, have you?
I think we'd see
you see him
it
gets closer. He stops there.
We'd see us. We would notice
Many
that.
of you. I suppose you're coming to adventure, aren't you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of you. 7 of you. And he counts it. He's like, yeah, chances are good, but I don't know. Yeah. So again, Belle. Yay, hi, black fool. Answers to the name of Belle. Have you seen such a creature running around?
It's something I would notice. If I did, I would remember it, I would think. Did not.
What direction did Belle go, do you think, sir? And what is your name?
Oh, my name's Clive. I don't know which direction she went in. I was taking a nap, and she wandered off like she usually does. You have to keep an eye on her constantly, or she just thinks she owns the whole Komor Forest and just wanders about. Then I have to go find her, then she starts crying, and then she won't leave my side for a few days, and she won't shut up. And it's going to be such a mess. But if I can find her before then, it would be wonderful. So if you find her, just I don't know, just call her Belle, and she'll follow you home. I'm assuming you folks are from Houndshead, or are you from the other place?
What other place?
You know, the undergrounds.
The underground.
Yes, the underground.
That sounds interesting.
Oh, well, it might be. I've never been down there before.
Whereabouts is it?
Even though I am who I am, I have a bit of an aversion to caverns. They're very claustrophobic.
Just who exactly are you, sir?
I told you, I'm Clive.
But I've never seen your kin before.
And he kind of steps closer and he goes, oh, well, you've probably met some of my more uncivilized companions and everything. We are known in your language as a troll.
I don't speak.
I look at Liliana about the underground, and I kind of look at her and go, you know the underground?
Let me see here, guys. She nods.
Is that where you're taking us?
I was taking you to the region, but now that I think about it, maybe the underground would be the appropriate place to go. I don't go down there for obvious reasons, but I suppose that could be one of their hiding places. I know there's a vent up ahead here.
That could let us in?
What's that?
The vent could let us in?
Well, that's part of one of the entryways to the underground. There's several undergrounds around here.
Good sir, perhaps your sheep went into the underground.
Well,
seems we're headed there.
That's as good a place to look as any.
Well, would you join us in looking for your sheep? I know you're definitely a more civilized chap. The only troll I've ever met, he chewed like a cow chewing his cud. That's the sound he made. Could you imagine such a thing?
Yes, it's a habit of some of us. I'm afraid if I don't catch myself, I probably sound like that myself. But
join us. We'll find your Belle, and
I will check in the hole. I suppose if she's there, she's there. Although she might be stuck in the hole. She's not big enough to quite fit in. But I suppose I could check.
Well, let's go. Lead the way. We'll find the hole with you. We'll help you pull her out. We have some rope here just in case.
All right. So, you guys, as you guys are walking, you see some hag moths coming around.
Oh boy, they come for lights.
But you see him just kind of swat them away, just whoosh. And you guys can I gotta pan out here. You guys got away from that one pretty good.
Whoa. Jesus. Zoom out. Find us again. Where the...
Yeah.
There we go.
All right. And you see right down in this, like underneath these, you see like a, doesn't look like Bell's been this way. And he kind of looks to the ground. No. Is that, but is this what you were looking for?
I believe. I look back at Bell. Or at Bell, Jesus. At Liliana.
Liliana looks at it and she's like, yeah, that's it. She kind of looks at Clive and looks nervous. Whoops, moving your guy.
I'm going to do, Tim, I'm going to do a augury spell.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask, is this where we are most likely to find the Nocturna? Will be my question. So let me go ahead and roll.
Cast some spells.
Nice.
You get a resounding no.
Oh, so it's a woe, not a wheel, or it's a
yeah.
It's a no whoa.
It's a no. So I look at the group and I say, the Nocturna are not here.
Well then, let's go somewhere else. Good sir, have you found any group cult-like activity named the Nocturna? They think they dubbed themselves in the area. And any weird groups of
He looks to the sky, he strokes his chin. There was some people. They've been making a lot of noise lately. He kind of he points to the east, and if you go that way I think you'll be able to find it. There's a small ruin of and he kind of raises his hand about this high, and it's about a foot over his head. It's about this big, and it's got pillars in front of it with a henge thing across it. There's someone there. They've made a mess of the place. There's blood everywhere. It's just it's not very nice. It's not good.
blood. That sounds like the people we're looking for. Perhaps we could stop them from messing up the forest.
Oh, well, that'd be very nice if you could. I mean, while I know the Komor Forest is not very forgiving, and he looks behind himself when he says that, and kind of shivers. And then he just was like, "Well, I must find Belle before some other savage thing finds her." So.
Well, good sir, I think you might be. Our tasks might be along the same path here, because these all the blood everywhere is because these things, they worship a god that has blood sacrifices, and they'll sacrifice anything, from what I understand. They may have Belle sitting there ready to be sacrificed. Would you like to come with us and see?
I would not, but thank you for asking.
Okay. Thought I would. If we find Belle there, we'll bring her back.
Yeah.
Well, if you do find her there, that'd be wonderful, but hopefully she's not there.
Okay. Yeah.
I have to go find her, bring her back. I'm sure she always likes to head towards Hound's Head, because I've told them once and I've told them twice, don't feed her carrots, and they always feed her carrots. And then she goes wandering off, so I think I'll head to this. So hopefully she'll just be over at Roberts again, and I'll mosey on there. So best of luck to all of you. I hope you find what you're looking for, and be careful of the horde of dead walking through again. They never seem to tire. So
just before you go, just one more time, point the direction we should be going down.
He starts wandering off.
Wandering off. He doesn't love that sheep enough.
You did say east. Well, he's not a true sheep herder. He doesn't love the sheep. So, just saying. All right, we'll head east. Umberto.
But what I'm going to do is I'm going to fast forward this part, guys, because I'm just not going to move you across the thing. And I rolled for random encounters, and you guys did not get any. And the one that I had, you had Clive, the anti-hag. Already get rid of them, or hag moth person. So you guys can come to a a ruin of. It looks like it had a lot of different outbuildings around it, like different buildings, but it had a central kind of what looks like a temple area. But it's the shadows and the darkness hide a lot of stuff. But from what you can tell, it does look like it was some sort of walled kind of holy area in the Komor Forest years and years ago. What would you guys like to do? You guys don't have to worry about your tokens right now because I don't have.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have outbuildings in the main temple. So you tell me what you guys would like to do. Basically, when I say outbuildings, there's like 3 of them.
Want to check them first. That way we know that if we go to the main temple, we're not going to get jumped by something.
Okay.
Yeah, it sounds like a good idea.
Okay.
Yeah, and from the looks of it, from the outbuildings, like basically 2 of you can go in. It's not real big or not real. It's just they don't. They're not built for like a big party type of thing. So which 2 of you want to go into the first outbuilding?
Me and Umberto. Columbo and Umberto will hit the first one.
Okay, but neither one of you have light spells, so now you're both blind.
Renar would be behind us then.
Yep.
The Renar could hold me.
Okay.
Yeah, behind us with the light, but yeah, me and him will go in.
All right,
Yep.
You guys go down. So it has a small step down, like 2 steps down. So the building's kind of half above ground and half below ground. And when you get down there, it almost looks like this was a kitchen area. Well, it is a kitchen area. It has like a table that looks like it was repaired recently. And there does look like there was some food prepared there, and you do have sharpened knives and cleavers and everything here.
Any blood? A lot of blood everywhere?
Just what you kind of expect for maybe like, making meals.
Okay.
Do a quick run through. Me and Threnar will go through it. Umberto staying.
Yeah, there's not a lot to go through. It's a very basic thing. Like I said, there's a table. There's on the wall, there's like a couple of shelves and everything, and then there's the hearth that they're cooking in with the kettle and everything.
Check the coal. How long ago would I estimate based on the heat was it used? Is it warm at all?
You would guess it was probably they're cold.
Okay.
So probably been a little while, but I mean it doesn't look like the coals are that old though either. While they're cold, they're still.
So it looks regularly used. It's just not.
Yeah, not recently.
Not the last day or so.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do the same search technique.
So, what does Eleanor and Draymond want to do?
They are okay. So there's you said there's three structures.
Yeah, there's a smaller one right up ahead. Most of it's kind of torn down. It would just need you guys you wouldn't even have to go in the building to look in it because it's so much.
We'll probably check that one out. We'll walk up there and take a look.
Okay. When you guys approach that, I'm sorry, what's that, Ken?
I just said I'm going to go with them.
Okay.
Yes.
And
please.
when you guys get up there, you see this as you approach with the light. You see one of the slabs that had fallen. There's something on the slab, and it looks like it's, like some sort of person or humanoid shape on there.
Draymond, what do you think?
I'm going to move. Where is it at? Can you pick?
It's on the slab in front of you guys. It's just on the edge of the light.
Okay, I'm going to move up closer.
Okay, and when your light hits it better, you can see that it's from what you're going to guess, probably like a 12 or 13-year-old kid splayed on this rock altar. It's basically been butterflied open, and it's basically his chest is just basically flayed wide open, and then the skin has been tacked to parts of the stone to keep it open.
Mm.
So is the heart beating?
Do you go over? You get that close in?
Yeah.
Okay. When you go over there, you see all the organs inside have been removed.
Oh, gods have mercy.
And then when you kind of look at that stuff, and as Eleanor, as you kind of approach, you see that symbol again on a stone nearby.
The same stone that Liliana gave me?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, we're certainly in the right place.
And you guys recognize this kid. He was one of the wall standers, a couple months ago. Just helping to. You never spoke to him or anything.
Not Kramer, is it?
No, it's not Kramer. No.
No love lost there if it is.
It would serve him right. That cowardly
that guy.
You got charges. Yeah, you guys would join the cult if that had been the case. So what would you guys like to do inside? Like, you guys get close enough, and inside that place, it's pretty much empty. There's nothing really inside. The only thing that's of interest that you guys see at this point is, of course, the kid sacrificed on the stone.
Well, I guess we're going to carry on from there. I guess where's
Eleanor? From your experience with these guys, or what you know about them, is part of their, like, if you want to call them components or things that help fuel their spells, is they use organs as like almost like a spell component.
Oh. Okay. Well, everybody, hang on to your innards.
Don't make them addids. All right, we'll go back to Vance and Joe. What do you want to do?
You said there was a third building, right?
There's one more building, and this one's a little bit more intact, and it's a bigger building, so you guys could all go into it. But it's still be tight, but you guys can all fit in there.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll head on in then. I'll head the way.
Okay. There's a door that's blocking the entrance. It looks like, if you wanted to, there's a section of the roof that's missing though too. It's about we'll say like 8 feet tall, and then part of the roof is kind of collapsed in. So if you climb to the top of the wall, you could look in.
Well, that's all as our half-orc companion here. Can he see over it?
No, he's not that tall. He's about. He remember he's half human, half. He's just a solid 6+.
All right. I'm not that great at climbing here. Looking over at somebody more lightly clad than me. You want to pop your head over there?
Okay.
How about
I'll scramble up.
Is it Ori Foy?
Yeah. Hey, Ori. Come take a look at this.
Okay. And you see him kind of. We'll see how he does. Do a quick thing here. Yep, he climbs right up. He finds handholds easy, and he's at the top. And he's like, throw me up a torch or a lantern or something. Can't see in there.
Okay. So I hand him a light.
Okay. Takes it. He hangs it over and everything. Some old slabs in here, like beds or something like that. I can't really see too much else.
Okay.
You want me to go down in?
Yeah, sure. Kick the door
in.
in.
You see Ori drop down inside. Now, the door to this building is just leaned against it. It's not even attached to the building. It's basically been propped up there. So
I look at Umberto. Move that, please.
Umberto slaps his hand together. All right. And he picks it up and he just kind of carries it. He makes a bit of a drama, thing of it. Yeah. We kind of make sure when he picks it up, his muscles bulge more than he needs to pick it up. And then he just throws it into the dark. And you see Ori standing there with a lantern. He goes, "You could be more quiet, Umberto." And Umberto's And when you guys go inside, you see about a dozen stone slabs, but they look like they were probably beds at one time. And you do see some items laying around on there, and you see like a backpack as the most interesting, like a scattering of clothing, but you do see a backpack in one of the back ones.
What do you think that might be?
We'll toss a room.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So who's looking at the backpack?
I will.
Okay. All right. When when you pick up the backpack, it kind of drips with blood out of one of the seams, and it stinks.
Yeah. Well, with trepidation, I will crack it open.
Okay. All right. Inside, you see a like a Hessian bag tied together with a black piece of leather.
Okay.
What kind of bag?
It's a cloth, old time cloth. Hessian. Okay. Hessian's the name of Hessian.
Okay.
It's basically like isn't it like it's kind of like a light burlap or something like that. I can't remember exactly.
Okay.
I'm getting fancy with my words, I guess.
Yeah, jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, is that dripping with blood, or is that?
Oh yeah, that's definitely the source of all the blood. The whole bag's soaked with blood.
I assume it's probably young Master Slabby's organs. I will take a look just as out of professional curiosity.
Okay.
There you go, boys and girls. Hessian bag.
All right.
There you go. Food grade. So you can eat this.
Yes.
Basically, what you see in there is you see basically you're going to identify it as a stomach, and there's these black flowers inside of there, like petals from a black flower.
Do we recognize the flower?
Does anybody have like herbalism or any type of background that might justify a role?
I was a scout. I don't know if that.
No.
Okay. Woods and stuff.
You're a witch. I'll let Eleanor give a roll for it.
Okay. Intelligence check.
Yep, intelligence check. Do it on 12. 12 or higher. Ah, excellent. You find that this is what they call like the midnight lily. It has the distinctive smell of smelling like a corpse.
Oh.
But it is used in a lot of ritual magic. They usually burn these. They're very difficult to grow. So if you find one, it means that they're usually trying to use some sort of powerful magic with it.
I look around to see whether or not there's any either footprints or anything like that, as if maybe we interrupted something. Because if they have this bag of guts here, and it sort of took off, they didn't take the guts with them.
Forgot the guts. Well, son of a bitch, Bill! You forgot the guts.
Damn it. There's no guts, no glory.
Yeah. From what you can tell from the building, the only way out of here would have been the way you guys came in. It would have been almost impossible for them to have got, if there had been anybody in there, without you guys probably seeing them. But as for footprints, there's 7 of you in this building. Whatever footprints were there would have been kind of over trampled with everybody just kind of wandering around.
Okay.
All right, I guess nothing left except the main temple area, right?
Yeah, and the main temple area is it's an open temple. It's almost like a what do you want to call it? Like almost like the Parthenon, except no roof, no nothing. It's just kind of freestanding pillars that are any one of them from missing, completely gone, and toppled to like 12 feet tall.
Okay.
Is there any there's nothing above ground? Is just open pillars and open area? Is that
Are you guys going into the temple area then?
Yeah.
Or
Oh, yeah.
hovering around.
That's
Okay.
what we're here for.
I asked.
All right.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to ask. I was going to ask Liliana whether or not what her perspective is here on this.
I've never been here before. I don't know anything about this. I just knew how to get to this.
So how do we end up here instead of having Liliana leading us?
Well, Liliana, she's just kind of shrugs and just says, I just knew the area. I wasn't sure exactly where it was. But between your information you got from Clive and then her information, you guys were able to get, find out where it was at.
Okay.
Okay. Well, what do you think, everybody? Are we going to try to go up there? I think that's where we should go.
I think so too.
When you guys approach the temple, like I said, pretty much plain except for the pillars and everything, but in the center, there is one big stone slab that appears to have been moved to the side, and you see stairs going down.
Okay.
Does it look like it's if we went down there, could somebody move it obviously back over the stairs? Does it look like something we could move again?
It would take a group of people to do it. It wouldn't be just like, I mean, it might take like maybe 2 Clives to do it, but it would probably take your entire party to kind of scooch this thing over, unless you got some engineering degree goblins coming around and sliding it back over.
So if we went down below it, we could be trapped there.
You could, absolutely.
Seems reasonable. Let's go.
What's the worst that could happen?
With that, are there any fresh steps? Blood trails. Sounds of
you guys hear chanting from below. Definitely chanting.
Of course, yeah. Chthonic chanting, yeah, that's kind of what I was going to say. Yeah.
Right. And around
so we must be getting warm.
Around the outside of when you take a closer look, the steps almost look like there is a bloodline across the steps, but it's done in a way that is patterned.
Maybe perhaps a magical trap.
Yeah, or a ward.
Make a roll for me, Vance. Well, also you, Eleanor, you can make a roll for me too.
Okay.
Use that intelligence. Woo!
I got no clue. I skipped that day in magic school.
18. Eleanor is like, oh yeah, that's some bad mojo right there. Yeah, if we cross that, bad things are going to happen.
Do I know how to mess that up?
Yep.
Okay.
The only thing is if you fail at messing it up, you'll set it off.
What Columbo says, what if I piss on it? Because I have to go piss right now, actually. Says Columbo's player. I will not do that.
You sound like Rob now. Oh,
I'll be right back.
Better hope it's not an electric charge.
Yeah. I have to do that just for Joe. The funny thing is that's almost what it kind of looks like. Well, not really, but it's kind of.
Actually, I've got my magical staff of growth. I can extend it to its 12-foot length or whatever,
right?
And then try to break it, basically, smear it, somehow,
Eleanor, if they do that, that'll set off the trap.
No, don't do that. It'll set it off.
You don't let me have any fun. Okay.
What would I know? Would I know?
You could use your witchy power basically against it. It's just going to be just a raw kind of your magic against their magic kind of roll.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So go ahead and just use your charisma,
right?
And roll a d20.
Okay. Oh,
What'd you get? 11. Okay.
what do they get then?
I got a 12. It goes off.
Oh,
All right. What you see is all of a sudden, all these like it almost looks like a swarm of like darting insects. They just go all over the place. And now I have to check how many are there. There's like how many of you are there?
7.
7. All right.
So we didn't die while I was taking a leak. Good.
Well, that's yet to be determined.
Yeah. Oh, all right.
We have a swarm happening at the moment.
What did you do? What did I went 30 seconds to piss? What did you do? Come back zipping my pants, sword out. Son of a bitch.
All right.
We tried to deactivate it.
So let's see here. I gotta roll this. Oh my god. Oh
Wow.
my god.
What are the chances of that?
I know, but
Almost the
it's gonna. Who did it?
your thing's stuck.
Apparently, it must
when
be.
that happens.
Yeah. Let's see here. It is 1, 2.
So that's 20 right there.
No. You. Oh god.
Don't
You
put a number in
see.
his mouth.
Yeah. You see Ori just get lit up by 4 of these like
Oh,
things,
shit.
and they just bury themselves into Ori, and Ori just he gets pushed back, and he drops. He's dead before he even hits the ground.
Okay.
No, not Ori. We
Oops,
hardly
sorry.
knew you.
Animate dead. Wait a minute, you failed it though.
I know. Damn it. I was gonna bring him right back up.
Ori, you shall serve us still.
I got like 25 silver pieces worth out of him.
Get your money back.
Yeah. You see Liliana kind of get whoa, you know.
And these things.
I do have my rod of resurrection.
I'll waste it
You
on this
do.
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
say that for a leveled character.
When you
Yeah.
say that, you see Umberto go, huh?
Hmm.
Why is he a shithead?
Because he died from 4 little bugs. You obviously won't be a shit. You're not a shithead. And speaking of which, let's kill these bugs, Umberto.
Well, they basically kind of solidified into, like basically pieces of stone that are stuck into them.
Okay.
Oh, that's not too creepy.
So there
All
aren't
right.
any others, just those 4?
No, you don't see any other ones come up. Yep.
Did
And it looks
any
like
alarm?
the trap is
Okay.
deactivated.
But
Yeah,
I
the
wonder
trap's
if the
gone.
trap
You
was-
see the blood. Like when the trap went off and those bugs came out, the blood just went burned away.
Okay.
I wonder if a bell or alarm went off inside. We should move just in case it did.
Yeah.
All right.
Good job deactivating it there, Eleanor. Thanks.
I got to piss
It
for
was
1
much
minute.
better than my poll.
So Columbo and Umberto will go first. How about we have Liliana right behind us with her torch?
Okay.
Okay.
So what we'll do here, guys, is we'll get you guys set up. But why don't we just wait till next week because it's already 10:30.
Okay.
Okay.
And can you guys make it next week then?
Yeah.
As far as I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be in Sin City, but you can carry on without me.
Okay.
Uh-oh, you're gonna lose your animator.
That's why you're not in the game next week, right, Vance?
Right.
Okay.
So we'll continue on with then. There's
My
Leave all
God.
your stuff. Leave all your stuff with us,
Yeah.
and your character can go back to town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's another three things of
You got
Oil
the
and-
light, so
Yeah, we need the oil.
You need your light and oil. We're using you for that. You're a vehicle for light and oil. So
There's a pack mule.
Yeah, never mind all my spells and magic items that I've got. You're
like no, for that doesn't matter as much as the oil.
Link boy out here. Yeah,
you're just the bread that conveys the peanut butter and jelly, motherfucker. That's really it. That's it.
it's just the
I know how
delivery mechanism
with our crew.
So, what do you think about burning Ori fowl before something happens with these?
Sounds like a good idea. Chopping them up and burning them, at least. Yeah.
So they don't get his guts.
I was thinking at least dismembering him.
For scatter the body parts around. Yeah.
Since I wasn't able to get him back to turning him into the help zombie.
The problem is if you did and you're not here next week.
New lantern.
Well, that's it, right? If you did turn into a zombie and you're not here next week, we got a runaway zombie on our hands. Paul be turning them. Oh,
pretty much.
Oh God! I heard a good idea. Somebody was talking about because zombies are tireless. The zombie crew for rowing a boat would be the best crew in the fucking universe. They never get tired. They just row and row and row. Be a real smelly boat and shit, but that'd be it's a good idea.
Until their arms fell off, literally.
Yeah, that's when you just kill some more people and make more zombie crewmen.
Kill some more people.
It's a good deal. Yeah. All right. Cool, man. Oh, did we level up, Tim?
No, you don't level up.
Cheap DM.
No, I would give you experience points, but what's the point at this point? Yeah.
I got nothing against having a campaign, dude. If you want to expand this, I mean.
Well, if we end up doing if you want to run a weekly game and everything, then I would want to start at first level and build characters up. And
can I keep this guy and make him first level then? Because I'm not going to get these fucking stats in my life again.
No, I figured you do that, Joe. So I wouldn't have a problem with that if you made him first. Yeah, because I thought about that. I figured if Joe wanted to do a campaign, he's going to want to keep his guy.
Oh yeah.
You just have to remember what your first roll was, and then I think all you got +2 to one of your stats, so you'd have at least 2 of them at 18. I think.
I remember the rolls. I wrote them down. Yeah. I got them in order. They were 9, 15, 16, 18, 12, 12. The 18 ended up in intelligence, the 9 in strength, so I swapped them out.
No, I meant for your talents. I mean, basically, you only swapped the 2 out.
Yeah, that's all I did. So my first talent was a 7
+2 to Dex.
Yeah. So I dropped that into con and keep the 15 Dex basically. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's cool.
So one of the fantasy series that I guess I've read about 10 or 11 books out of the series, Malazan.
Oh my God.
I don't know if that's how it's pronounced.
Is it one of those Wheel of Time kind of things where it's 11 1,000-page books or?
Yeah, they're pretty long. But they basically created the world while they were playing GURPS.
That's cool.
And you did tell me about that one.
Yeah, so
I never read any of those ones.
You can tell when you're reading it, there's random things that are well, this would happen in a game, not in a novel. There was a guy that
tell the difference, huh?
That was a painter, a renowned painter, and he would paint the tombs of kings and everything else. And he had this toad with him, and the toad was his critic. And so the toad was constantly bashing, his artwork. Well, this is just pedestrian.
As toads do.
That's funny.
As toads
do. But one of the things that they ran that was in the book a couple times was that there were these ships that when you get on the deck of the ship, there's a pile of heads. And the heads, will blink and the eyes will follow you as you walk.
Mm-hmm.
And all the bodies are down below. They're the rowers. So there are all these bodies down below without heads that are the, eternal rowers of this ship. And
eternal rowers.
So obviously now I won't be able to use that in a game, but
You can always use it in the game.
God, you got out of Texas just in time there, Paul, because there's pineapple-sized hail has fallen today in Texas.
Really?
Yeah,
Pineapple?
That's what they said. Pineapple-sized hail. Yeah. So
that's an odd relation. So usually they say softball, not pineapple.
Yeah.
This is pineapple.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because we'll do anything to not measure anything by metric.
Yeah.
They're just eyeballing it.
Yeah.
Yep. Cancer doctors and meteorologists.
Yeah.
You have a tumor the size of a grapefruit.
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
Yes, they're all the size of a grapefruit.
Yeah, the various fruit.
That's funny.
The fresh fruit scale, the third most common measuring scale.
There you go.
Well, so far, guys, we made it as a great accomplishment. We haven't died, so we're doing good.
Yep, we've only
lost the henchmen.
Nuked a mook.
Yeah, we did lose. I have a feeling that these Umberto and, well, maybe not Liliana, but Umberto is not long for the, unless he somehow has more hit points than I think he does.
I don't think he does, but
Okay. Was that on? I'd be interested to know, Tim, if that was a random. That was a random roll as to who received that. Those.
That's
bugs.
exactly what it was. Yeah, I was rolling a 1d7, to see, and all four of them.
Jesus Christ!
Boom, 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 boom. I mean, that poor boy.
Oh, so that's what that was who was hitting.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't roll damage because there was no reason to after that. I mean, he had a chance if he got hit by one of them, but not all four of them.
It was just the will of the gods then at that point.
Yeah,
that he not be with us. That's if all five of them are going to hit him.
He served his purpose. He climbed the
served
wall. And
his purpose.
Yep.
Yeah. I was waiting for him to betray us. So yeah,
it probably was coming anyway. So maybe that's why.
Yeah.
Bad karma for him.
Yeah.
He was planning bad things.
Meantime, we'll chop him up in a billion pieces. You could get his money back that you gave him and strip him of any goods he has, take the lantern back. Life is good.
So you're going to saturate this temple with blood.
That's right. And he's got good daggers, I guess. Somebody could take his dagger for sure.
He's got 3 throwing daggers.
Yeah, he's got some throwing daggers.
Yep.
Okay,
So
grab
if
those.
wants some throwing daggers, he can grab those.
Who the hell has spots? I got oil everywhere. Got oil coming out of my asshole. I got no spots for daggers, man.
Oh, I know where we're lighting the fuse in the first. Huh?
That sounds like
Yeah, exactly.
So if you want throwing daggers, what did I do with those? Those ones are. So what does a regular dagger do in this game?
1d4.
1d4, I think probably.
I think you used to have throwing daggers as a D3, Tim, if I remember right.
Yeah, I had them as a D3, and you use your dex or strength or finesse weapon to throw them, and you can throw them up to I'm going to say double near. I know how it's a weird term, but yeah, double near.
60 feet basically, right?
Sure.
Yeah, what do they have for what's that?
Double
close.
Plus near.
Double close plus the near.
Double plus near. Yeah.
Like close and a half or near and a quarter.
Yeah, we were looking up the distances. I know they're supposed to be kind of vague, but sometimes it's sort of like I kind of need to know how far to to do some of this stuff, especially if you're using a board, or tabletop thing. So it's like close-ish. Yes, close-ish, nearish, farish.
Thanks, climbing the mountain.
Now see it climbing the mountain. Thank you for joining us. Yeah. But if it's something you guys want to do on an ongoing basis, I would love to do it. I got no problem. But we'll finish this one, and actually, what we'll do, I'll tie into how this ends into your guys' first level stuff.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, we can do that. Trying to think. But yeah, we'll finish this one because I do want to see how I got some things set up in this next adventure that kind of test some of the 5th level stuff. I'm thinking, like I said, I've never run one before that high, so I'm kind of curious to see how it works out.
All right, Fugly, what's up, buddy? Night, Mark.
Fugly. There's Fugly, Night Mac. Yeah,
it was a good game though, man.
All right.
Yeah, thanks, Tim.
All right.
Yeah, no
so we'll see
problem.
most of y'all this week. Vance won't be here, and Vance, you won't be.
Vance will be enjoying the festivities and.
Yeah.
In Las Vegas.
Right, yeah.
I can't believe you're gonna be in Vegas and you want to fucking do Vegas shit instead of play D&D with us while in Vegas. I don't understand this. You know?
Should I tell I'll tell you my Vegas story real quick. I think Joe's heard this one before. So years and years ago, back in the 80s when there was no internet, you couldn't check things. I would go to all these writers conferences, and in one of the writers conferences, I actually won they had a drawing for a scholarship for one of these fantasy writing scholar. It was in Vegas. I was like, cool, right. I'm going to go, So I'm looking at it, but it's very vague and there's, no way to look it up. So I booked, I had to book a flight, but back then you could book a flight for, chump change. It was always the hotels that cost more. So they paid for the hotel and everything. So I get in there and, I'm looking around and I can't see because I'm a 18-year-old kid, doesn't know shit, first time in Vegas. And I walk in there and this girl that's in like 6-inch heels with no top on walks by me. Mm-hmm. I'm like, okay, I guess that's your welcome to Vegas. All right, great. Yeah. And then there was more.
Look at Vance.
And then there was a whole wing full of them because it said fantasy, but it didn't say just fantasy. It said erotic fantasy conference. Down the hallway,
fantasy zone. There's
a fantasy zone, exactly. That's the first thing I thought. So yes, here they were giving out like the prizes for the year, but they actually did have a fantasy writers conference in the same hotel or motel or whatever. It was just in a different conference part, but none of those guys were going to that one. There was nobody at that conference. Everybody had migrated, as true writers will be,
to where the stories are,
to where they're going to get their next short story from
and venereal disease. Yes,
exactly. It was so because I was so confused. I'm just like I'm confused and very happy at the same time. But yeah, it was odd. It was very odd. Yeah, the weird thing that confused me there for a while, because I was 18 and didn't know anything, is I didn't understand why they would have so much camera equipment there.
Yeah,
it's like I thought this was a fantasy writing place. Why would they have all these cameras? I mean, they had all the movie cameras and all these new what was the Olympic cameras that were. I mean, they were selling cameras for thousands of dollars in the 80s, and I'm just like, why in the hell would you? I was like, I don't get this. I was a little slow on the uptake.
Oh yeah, later Breach.
Yeah, see ya, Breach. Thank you for showing up. Right, Phoenix, ready, really. Yeah. It was amusing because then I tried to attend some of the other convention hall where they actually were doing the actual fantasy writing, but the instructor was there and I was the only other one to show up, and he's like, he just shrugged his hands. He's like, "What are you gonna do?" He's like, I'm gonna head over. Do you want to come over with me? So me and the instructor went over together.
Nice.
Just hung out. Yeah.
Sounds like a good weekend, dude.
It was, but the tough thing is everything was paid for my fantasy seminar. So when I went to that one, nothing was paid for, and I didn't have money. So so that was the. I didn't get to eat the food over there because I got the buffet. At least
metaphorically speaking, or are you talking real food?
No, unfortunately, it's the real thing. Yeah. It was funny though. It was a good story, anyways, for the time. My first trip out to Vegas, I didn't get to leave the hotel, didn't get to gamble at all, but I always can say I went to a porn convention. and watched them sell a lot of camera equipment.
Yeah.
And they're probably selling a few other things
lot
in the
of
back
camera
hallway,
equipment,
Tim.
yeah.
Yeah.
Camera
Yeah.
equipment. Yeah. No, it was funny because I kind of, I don't know, I stayed away from everything.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know if I want to go in there. That's the way I was like, I don't know if I want to go in there. And that. So yeah, I kind of stayed away from it, and I actually wrote in a journal for a while, and that was basically what I did. I mean, I was about the most boring person you possibly could go there.
God.
Yeah. I know. Didn't drink, didn't do any of that stuff. I was just like, sitting there writing my journal.
Had fun. I mean, Jesus Christ.
I still had fun. I just didn't have the kind of fun that most people would have had. Yeah.
I love to smell the herpes in the morning. That's the kind of fun you're talking about there,
Yeah, probably. Exactly. Yeah, probably saved myself a few medical bills. So,
Christ.
All right, and then we're playing tomorrow, right?
Was that? We are.
Tomorrow we're playing?
No, because I have to do the other thing. Remember, we were planning on it. Then I got that.
You're going to a thing with your brother.
I didn't. The thing I forgot about. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna do that instead. So next week, I guess. But Vance, you're not gonna be here for my game next Tuesday.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we tried to get it, man.
Hey.
Try to.
All right. So next Tuesday for mine, and next Monday for Tim's.
I'll have a tablet with me if it's a slow night. Don't worry.
Yeah, definitely. Dude, join in, man. It'll be fun.
Yeah. Well, you got the links to everything, so yeah, it shouldn't be that tough.
Yeah. All right.
Sounds good.
All right. Take it easy, everybody.
Take care.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for joining.
Good job, everybody.